Are there differences in the cold form steel rolling machines? And why does it matter for your job site? All right, Russ, so we were just at one of the framing tables where they're putting together the parts, kit of parts from the other Howick machine. Now we're standing here with the Howick 5600.
Yes.
What is the difference between the machine we just saw and how they're putting it together and what we're seeing here?
The biggest thing is the capabilities. The big machine, the 7800, runs a wide variety of profiles.
Okay.
This one is a single profile. It's 3 5/8 stud, 1 3/4 leg. We do it in 16, 18, and 20 gauge. We went with a 3/4 inch leg because we can span 2 foot on center. Way easier with this, whereas if you had an 1 5/8 leg, you typically have to be on 16 inch on center. So we can get a little bit more out of the machine, reduce costs to our clients and to developers, and keep the machine running full time basically.
So the job we're going to this afternoon, how many square feet is that?
It is a 160,000 square foot.
So if we're roughly at 160,000 square feet, you can imagine how much of a cost savings that is going 24 inch on center versus 16 inch on center.
Oh yeah.
Because that's a whole lot of walls.
Oh, it absolutely is. All the interior demising walls being 2 foot on center instead of 16s. And even with our big machine, we ran that entire project at 24 inch on center because of the 2 inch leg on it. So yeah, it saves a lot. It adds up fast.
It adds up fast. So as we're seeing on these machines as it's printing out, it's putting the dimples in, it's putting the U shape versus the C shape, depending on what the plants are calling for.
Yep.
It's putting in the MEP holes, and it's printing them all at the same time so everybody knows how they go together.
Yes, that is correct.
And that's how it's working. So this machine specifically, what walls is it doing?
Right now, this is interior non-load bearing walls, but it'll run single story 16 gauge structural load bearing like we did with our houses, the 6-week house deals. We also run our structural trusses and then the interior non-load bearing demising walls.
Yeah, and this machine runs the same way with the coiled steel on the back end, feeding it through, and then we have this fine gentleman over here running the machine.
Yes, Mike's been with us basically since the beginning. He was our second hire. Came in, learned the machines. Learn the machines top down, and he can tear these apart, build them, everything with them. If there's something goes wrong on one of the Howicks, he knows as much as JD does from Howick, so it's very cool.
Well, it's funny, we were talking about that, and the support that you were saying, and I'll ask you about that later as well, has been unbelievable. The amount of knowledge they have over the phone, they can tell you something you didn't even know.
Yep.
Right, so that's part of it. All right, so now we printed all of our walls, exterior, interior walls, load-bearing walls, our floor joists, all of that's been printed. Now it all goes to shipping, right? So it has to go to storage and then to shipping.
Yep.
So why don't we take a walk down there, take a look at that process, and then that'll be a wrap.
Perfect.
Let's
go. Let's go.
Great.